They don't avoid people because they hate them. They avoid people because they love themselves enough to protect their peace. If you've ever felt more alive alone than in a crowd, this video will explain exactly why, and it will make you see yourself completely differently. Society has told you solitude is a red flag, that people who prefer being alone are broken, antisocial, or depressed. That is completely wrong. Psychologists at the University of Buffalo found that people who genuinely enjoy solitude score higher in emotional intelligence, creativity, and self-awareness than people who fear being alone. Let me say that again. The people society calls loners, they're often the most mentally evolved people in the room. Here's what's happening in their brain. Most people have a nervous system that needs external stimulation, noise, conversation, social validation to feel okay. But people who prefer solitude, their brain generates stimulation internally. They think deeper, they feel more, they process faster. This is called high cortical arousal, and it means their brain is essentially already having a rich experience without needing anyone else there. Carl Jung called them introverts, but it goes deeper than that. These people aren't running away from the world. They're running towards something most people can't even find: themselves. Here are 5 psychological traits of people who prefer solitude. 1. They think in layers. Small talk feels painful not because they're rude, but because their mind operates 10 conversations deeper than surface level. 2. They recharge through reflection, not reassurance. They don't need you to tell them they did a good job. They already know. 3. They have higher standards for who gets their time. Not because they're arrogant, because they've discovered that the wrong company is more draining than being alone. 4. They're deeply creative. Study after study links solitude with divergent thinking, the same mental state behind every great artist, scientist, and entrepreneur. 5. They're rarely bored, because boredom requires an empty mind, and their mind is never empty. If you resonate with this, maybe you've spent your whole life wondering if something is wrong with you. Why don't I like going out as much? Why do I need to recover after social events? Why does silence feel like home? Nothing is wrong with you. You were just built differently. You were built to go inward in a world that only rewards people who go outward. That is not a weakness. That is your greatest strength, if you learn to use it. The people who changed the world, Einstein, Tesla, Kafka, Newton, almost all of them had one thing in common. They spent enormous amounts of time alone. So the next time someone tells you that you're too quiet, smile, because you're not missing out on the world. The world is missing out on you. If this hit differently, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe because this channel is built for people who think too deeply to scroll past.